The WNBA's Caitlin Clark problem isn't basketball. It's power. Just when Indiana Fever fans caught their breath, here comes Colin Cowherd tossing lighter fluid onto the Caitlin Clark fire. His latest take? Trading Clark is a real conversation now. Dramatic? Sure. But ridiculous? Not entirely. Let's talk about why the WNBA is treating its biggest star like a PR liability instead of the gift-wrapped phenomenon. She is. Clark finished first in fan votes, third in media votes, and somehow ninth among the players for the All-Star game. Ninth, behind one of her own teammates. That's not an oversight, that's a statement. The same players who used to say they were underpromoted and underappreciated now seem oddly uncomfortable with the spotlight when it shines on someone else, especially when that someone is a white, small-town, sharpshooting superstar from Iowa. Let's be clear, Clark isn't just dribbling, she's dragging the league into relevance. A finance professor recently estimated that Caitlin Clark generated 12% of all WNBA economic activity this season, as a rookie. She led jersey sales, attendance skyrocketed, her WNBA draft drew 2.45 million viewers. And yes, she secured a $128 million Nike deal while playing for the worst team in the league. So what's the league's response? Passive-aggressively benching her, appointing a head coach with a history of letting Clark get mauled on court without flinching, and floating trade rumors like it's fantasy football season. What should be a golden era for the WNBA is turning into a masterclass in self-sabotage. This isn't a rebuild, this is a takedown. Clark doesn't fit the system, they say. But you don't see teams struggling to fit LeBron, Steph, or Mahomes into a system. You build the system around them. Instead, Indiana appears to be gaslighting its fan base with phrases like player development and system versatility, while their franchise player watches blowouts from the bench. This is sabotage with a whistle. And it's not subtle. When Clark was healthy, some Fever games topped 1 million viewers. While she was out with a quad injury, viewership dropped 52%. That's not a coincidence. That's proof of concept. Clark isn't just moving the needle, she is the needle. And yet the league is acting like her presence is a problem to be managed instead of a miracle to be magnified. Why? Control. The WNBA doesn't want to revolve around one player, even when that player is generating more attention than the rest of the league combined. So they hire a coach who once treated Clark's eye poke like halftime entertainment. They diminish her role under the guise of balance. And when that's not enough, they float trade rumors like she's a Pokemon card, instead of the face of the league. This isn't basketball. This is politics and sneakers. Let's not pretend this is about her shooting percentage or rookie learning curves. She's being double-teamed, hounded 75 feet from the basket, and officiated like a second-year JV player, yet still manages to produce. And if she's really the 9th best guard, why is she the one opponent's game plan for like she's a nuclear threat? No, this isn't about stats. It's about symbolism. Caitlin Clark represents a kind of excellence that wasn't manufactured in the WNBA lab. She didn't rise through the ranks of approved players. She brought her own crowd, her own spotlight, and her own story. That's dangerous in a league more interested in curating narratives than capitalizing on them. Instead of celebrating her, the WNBA seems hell-bent on diluting her. She's praised in press conferences but sidelined during crunch time. She's marketed on billboards but treated like a distraction in the locker room. It's like applauding a fireworks show and then grounding the technician for using too many colors. They want her present, but not too present. Prominent, but not dominant. Useful, but not central. Here's the irony. If Clark ever decides to walk away from Indiana, or from the league entirely, she won't be the villain. She'll be the escape artist. And the WNBA will have no one to blame but itself. Because when you take your golden goose and try to stuff her back in the egg, don't be shocked when fans fly the coop too.